It is 8:38 now. This is a mystery 87 years in the making. Back in 1937, famed aviator Amelia Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan went missing over the Pacific Ocean on what was to be a record-setting flight around the world.
Yeah, after millions of dollars in multiple search and rescue missions over 9 decades, neither the pilot's remains nor the wreckage of their plane have ever been found.
Until last year, when a fuzzy sonar image of what appeared to be the plane at the bottom of the ocean sparked international frenzy. And just days ago, a clearer picture emerged.
So is it Amelia's plane? Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot Mackay Beeler has an update. Mackay, the people want to know.
I want to know.
Yeah.
I love Amelia Earhart. All right, the question is, how clear could a photo be of an airplane-like object sitting more than 16,000 feet beneath the ocean's surface? Blurry at best, leaving it up to one's imagination regarding the true identity of the object. Located on the seafloor about 100 miles off Howland Island, the object could be Amelia's plane if it ditched there, if it ran out of fuel. Earhart and Noonan had departed New Guinea for Honolulu with a planned pit stop to refuel on tiny Howland Island, but never made it. It is widely speculated they went down in the area. Now, a South Carolina deep-sea explorer has made it his mission to find Amelia's Lockheed Electra plane. Tony Romeo sold his Charleston-based real estate company's assets to fund his $11 million expedition in the Pacific to find the plane. Romeo's deep-sea vision team, which captured the sonar blurry image that looked like the plane, well, the team was optimistic yet uncertain of the first blurry images. They vowed to return with higher resolution cameras with sophisticated unmanned submersibles to take another shot.
Oh, you got the suspense going, Mackay. Don't make us wait any longer. What did Romeo find down there?
The second expedition, with the clearer sonar images, revealed it was just a bunch of rocks. Not Amelia's plane, just an aircraft-shaped rock formation. In a statement, Romeo said, the outcome isn't what we hoped for, but despite the disappointing findings, the company remains committed to its search for the wreckage. All right,
okay.
What do you guys think happened?
I feel like the common theory is that they ran out of fuel, they ended up on the island, and that's where, unfortunately, they weren't rescued from, right? I mean, there's some crazy ones out there, or possibly in Japanese captivity, who knows?
Right, that she was a spy.
Right. What do you think, Jason?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I hadn't thought about it in a while. Probably similar to what you're saying, that she ran out of fuel and it went down, and for whatever reason, because of the depths, currents under the, I don't know, we can't find it.
Howland Island is tiny.
Yeah.
They didn't have GPS. So the Coast Guard, the Atasha, put a non-directional radio beacon on the island, and she was supposed to have an automatic direction finder in the airplane that would point to where it was, but the battery went dead.
Oh, no,
And then
man.
her antenna for that piece of equipment, we're told, she took it off the plane. I don't know. So in other words, I think that she couldn't find the island, and she was talking to the Atasha, but they couldn't find each other, and God bless, I think they ran out of fuel. She may have landed on a reef and survived for a while, or she ditched. She wouldn't have crashed. There'd be no reason for that. She was low on fuel and would have ditched. I don't know. I would love to know.
It's so weird, this age of technology, not only for the search part of this, but even just over the years, that we hate having unknowns.
I know.
You know, it's just to have an
I know.
answer. Whatever it is, just to have an answer.
We'll find out eventually, but she inspired so many women, so many female pilots like myself. Godspeed, Fred and Amelia, wherever you are. Yeah.
Godspeed indeed. Mackay, thank you.
A rock!
A rock.